Howdy folks, my name is Lance090 and welcome to Let's Play Rising World, the third game of our series of playing some games that I bought a long time ago and then never really played. I think we did actually check this out on the channel when we did a couple of videos of it. We just played through the content that was available at the time. Again, it's one of those games that came off the back end of that huge burst of survival games that came out all at once. This one was definitely towards the tail end of that. We were starting to move into like the battle royales and stuff when this one was getting worked on. But yeah, when we played, there wasn't a whole lot going on, but it does seem like it's been constantly updated and it still has positive reviews. So I'm kind of curious how it's going. It's still in early access, but in December of last year, it actually released like a more complete version, it seems like. It actually saved. Wow, it actually saved my stuff, I think. I was looking at my settings too, and like my sound settings, I think, are the same. There's no way that this world is stable anymore. So we'll just make a new world. We'll call it Britissia. Like so. Just leave everything on normal, ideally, here. Oh, skeletons. Survival, yes. Create world. The menus are a little hard to look at just because it's like text on like deeply colored backgrounds and stuff. I noticed. Okay, so this game is the opposite of our last game. It looks like our mouse sensitivity needs to actually go up a little bit. Already, I can tell it's a lot different because last time I played, there was only one biome and there also wasn't any water. So I'm not sure where our ideal starting place was. There might have been animals. There might have been animals, but I can't really remember. Let's see. Tab is not our inventory this time. I is our inventory, good old fashioned. Oh, our FPS is actually really high. I think we could actually turn some settings up here. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. Grass will make you go up to 11 chunks. I don't like odd numbers, but let's do like that. It's not an apply button, but there we go. That's closer to my normal max frame rate now. I'm not sure where we should start. J to open our journal. Oh, there's actually a first steps and stuff. Welcome to a new world. You'll notice that you already have a stone axe in your inventory. Fancy. First of all, you should use it to collect some wood. Take your axe, go to a tree, and cut it down. Now look on the tree into logs, and then pick them up. The F key. Okay, you can throw things. That was accidental. Interesting water. Very pixelated. I can't believe how well optimized this game is, man. Like, our frame rate is incredibly high. I haven't played a game that's like actually optimized in like forever. Well, let's start on this hill, I suppose. Wow, we get a real big wind up on our axe, huh? Did this game have multiplayer? I didn't check the main menu if it actually had multiplayer. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Make sure the game's actually fun before we worry about the multiplayer and stuff. All right. Piece of log, birch. So it does designate different types of saplings. Those are actually a little hard to see. That's okay. I don't know if we can get the stump out of there or what. It's like a tomato plant. Yes. It indeed is a tomato plant. Cows. Cherries. Apples. Hello, cows. Hello, you stinky cows. This looks like a carrot to me. Doesn't that look like a carrot to you based on other games we've played that have carrots in them? So the cave is interesting. Ooh. Just trying to get like a decent view of our terrain. So another game where we feel a little floaty in how our movement works, but that's okay. I'm just kind of getting a lay of the land, trying to see like what would be an efficient place to build at. What are you? Seems like we might need shovels to dig some of these plants out. Chicken Eddie. Like, what is this? Like, flowery terrain. I assume this is another biome. This is thick grass, man. How is the frame rate so good? That's crazy to me. Like, usually, like, grass and stuff is, like, really intense. See, there's some water here. I think it's probably a good idea to keep our eyes on the water. Especially, like, a freshwater pond or something. That tends to be important in survival games. I guess we'll just build by this pond. I'm kind of scared of building next to these holes in the ground, but I don't know. Next to this pond seems like a good start. All right, so what did it want me to do? It wanted me to chop down the tree, and then what did it want me to do? Oh, I don't know. J, good. Now open your inventory. The crafting at the top of the menu to get to the crafting menu. On the left, you can choose a category and choose how you want to craft. On the right, you can see a small preview of the desired item. In the middle, you find a description as well as the amount of resources. Craft a shelter. First, you need to turn your wood into sticks. Find a good location, place a shelter there. To do that, just aim at the ground. Now hold your right mouse button. Once that's done, you can sleep on the shelter. This will skip nights. Also update your spawn location. Next step would be to craft a workbench. This grants you access to more crafting recipes. Click more wood. Okay. You get the idea. Crafting. Shelter. 32 sticks. All right. It told us about that. Oh, lumber first. Oh, we probably shouldn't do the count because I don't think we need these logs at all. Oh, it's instant, even though it's quick. Okay. Oh, 32.6. Okay. It would be nice if it was like Factorio, where if you click on like craft object on the small shelter, it'll make everything else that you need first. It's generally a good thing in any game, really. Okay, we got 13 already. There we go. Small shelter. Inventory. It seems like it's already on a hotbar. Yeah, it is. Okay. As I said, we'll stay close to this water pit. We'll build on this small hill so I can see my base from a distance, hopefully. I've actually got pretty high hopes for this game. Now I'm curious about like multiplayer on this. It seems like it might be kind of cool. Okay, it said crafting station next. Crafting. Crafting station, workbench, lumber, 16. Okay. Gonna need more logs. Okay. I have a health bar. I don't seem to have a hunger bar or anything. I don't know if they maybe took out like... Well, no, it's in the bottom right, isn't it? So maybe this came out more closer to like DayZ. Maybe like standalone DayZ, not the mod. Because I remember this one's slightly newer. I think it said 2015 on the screen I was looking at before. F. Gotta remember to press F. I'm kind of liking this game, guys. I know we're like very early in right now, but you know, as far as the 3 games we've looked at so far, this one is actually impressing me the most, even though it's like not visually as impressive as Stranded Deep. It's not crashing for one thing. Like I have some issues with Stranded Deep crashing, man. It's kind of incredibly annoying. It crashed the second time. I think we told you that. Okay, crafting table. I don't know how close this needs to be to our thing. Okay. Okay, I pressed F on the bench. I wonder if this is like more efficient. Let's see what the journal says. Access more crafting recipes. Collect more wood if necessary. With the workbench, yep. Except by pressing F. Much more different workbenches, and each of them is used to craft particular objects. Workbench 2, sawbench. Okay. Start mining some stone now. You can get the stone. You can use the stone X for that. Aim with the ground and hold the action key. Stones and ores go into your inventory automatically. Cool. Explore caves. You should consider to craft a torch as well as a torch holder. Both can be crafted in the workbench. Torch holder is needed to mount torches on walls. You already noticed the hunger indicators. Okay. Let's get the torch then. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff here now. You get iron, you can get... There's a lot of content here. I don't see the torch here, though. Lights, torch. Now, the question is there dynamic lighting? There does appear to be dynamic lighting. Now, the question is... we can't keep both out at the same time, though. I don't know what kind of... I don't know what kind of fall damage we might have. We might have to go back to the big pit that we saw at the start. We might want the torch holder as well. I don't know if it's going to be pitch black in those once we put the torch away. Replace torches on walls or floors. Okay. Pop these out of our inventory for now. Okay. Go look for one of these pits and try not to fall in, because the grass might actually make it a little bit easy to fall into these pits. These are all like very steep holes. Maybe over there. Does seem like there's enemies because we saw that in the world generation. I don't know if they're above ground at all or if it's only at night, because that's often a thing. This appears to be coal to me. That might be iron. Maybe not. That might just be shiny rock. And see, this is why it's actually kind of impressive to me that the frame rate's so high, even though it's, you know, these types of games always look very simple in their visual level. Freaking watermelon, man. They always look very simple. But they're voxels, and voxels are actually like incredibly intensive to render, which is why I'm impressed by the FPS. It keeps going up all the way to 200. I'm not sure how much more I could crank the settings, but we've got them pretty high up there. Now, he's running better than Minecraft. It's got the more natural terrain generation than Minecraft. You'd think Minecraft would be more efficient, but I'm genuinely impressed. We might have ourselves another contender for the game we'll play more of. We're definitely going to play more Stranded Deep if we can just make it not crash for like 10 seconds. Now, basically, I just can't like tab out or anything on Stranded Deep. If I tab out, it causes all sorts of issues. All right, this seems like a pretty good place to mine in the long term. I don't know if we have item durability. Could we tell that in here? It appears not, and that's actually a very welcome thing. We do have floaters. I don't know, that looks like iron to me, but that just seems to appear when I get closer to the rock. It just seems to be stone. Kind of want to dig like a trench to get into this pit safely. So the terrain is more like 7 Days to Die ground. It's kind of like, I think it's based on like diamond shapes, as you can kind of tell by that. I don't know how much copper we need here, by the way. I'm just Actually, it's iron. Okay. Looked kind of rusty, so I was like, I mean, well, yeah, iron, exposed iron comes rusty, but you're so used to the tan material being copper in games, you know? All right, if we move fast enough, we do go under the 144 FPS, but that's fine. We're going to need a forge, right? Turn right until you satisfy your hunger by eating fruits or meat. Watermelons, for example, are admirably suited to quench your thirst. While meat satisfies your hunger effectively, keep in mind that you should cook the meat before eating it, but don't cook it for too long to prevent it from burning. I believe that's the end of our journal there. So we're on our own now, I think. All right. We need a smelting furnace, primitive furnace. That's a lot of stone, man. Unless there's some way to build the a pickaxe now. Just kind of peeking through what all we've got here. Signs, boats. Just iron. Okay. Alrighty. We do have an extreme thirst, so actually not concerned about like the torch and anything anymore because it seems like we're going to be digging above ground for quite a while. Cut the watermelon into slices. I don't know if our max is 100 or what. It usually is, but all right. Picking up what the game's putting down. This almost looks like a straight tunnel in there, but that's not. All right, let's just keep working this down here. Trying to make a quick way in and out. Are we only getting iron out of these? Oh, that one actually counted as stone, even though it looked like iron to me. Yeah, we only get iron out of the iron, so we might not only want to mine the iron. Might want to mine a little bit of everything. I don't know if there's any physics in game, because we do have floaters. So it might be more of a Minecraft instead of a 7 Days to Die in that sense, at least. There we go. It's a pretty clean trail there. Where are we at? We needed like 60 something, like 62 or something. Definitely want to prioritize that iron pickaxe if we're going to need this much like stone just to do simple tasks. And we only get 2 per block. Unless we're missing something. Maybe there's like loose boulders somewhere, but I haven't seen any. That's a little weird. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Like we're getting closer to sunset here. Don't want to stay out at night because it seems like things would probably get dangerous at night. Certainly a slower day-night cycle than Minecraft, though, which is like way, way, way too fast, in my opinion. It always catches me off guard. Let's just get a couple more for job security here. I'd hate to get back and see that I need like 2 more pieces, you know? Oh, that one was worth 3. Must be random. Okay. Oh, 64 stacks. We're familiar with that. I don't know if we shouldn't sprint, but I'm gonna do it. All right, so you make me a primitive furnace. Wonder what the difference between these two is. One primitive furnace. Okay. Get me out of that menu. How do we rotate things? Is there a way? Q is the throw button. Manual positioning. I'm not terribly worried about it. It'd just be good to know in the long term, like how this works. For once we want to design like a fancy house, you know. The furnace has been successful. Has no fuel. How do I correct that then? Coal? This is vaguely familiar to me. I kind of remember struggling with this in the past. Toss a coal in there? No. Okay, maybe lumber? Furnace has no fuel. Maybe sticks. Furnace has no fuel. Could be logs. It is dark though now, so let's try to sleep before skeletons or something attacks us in the middle of the night. Oh. Okay. Getting a little worried there. All right. Let's attempt to get some logs and see if that fixes our issue here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There we go. You're leaving a lot of stump behind me, and you're like, seems like you're wasting a lot of wood to me. All right. It's weird how like some of the items like push down the grass. It's neat. It's almost pretty hard to spot though. Furnace has no fuel. I don't know what you want from me. Oh, okay. Maybe right click, because this is done by right click. Well, this is our first problem with the game. Let's see, maybe miscellaneous. See, this is what I meant by the menu is a little it's a little messed up. Crouch, rock, strafe, secondary interaction F, Q to drop, compass, clock, lamp, chat, building, resize element, modular building, reset, delete grid. Oh, what's that? There's a thing there for... Oh, there it is. Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me. Yo, we've done it. There are those who said it could not be done, but he's done it. Let's go try to get some more coal then. Looks like our hunger meters, maybe they did. I was going to say maybe they didn't go down overnight. Let's wrap around here. Hello, piggy. You're not an aggro boar like in some other games, are you? We're about out of time for the episode. However, we will go get our iron and build the iron pick once it's done smelting. A little bit more coal, just in case we need it. I wanted to get to like the top of this mountain here, just to see if we can see like any other biomes or something interesting. A horse. I suppose I do have apples. That's a tomato. I can tell by looking at it that's a tomato. Here. Oh, no. I wish to tame you. It's not working. This isn't working. As Gabe Newell would say. A little pond. Otherwise, terrible vistas of emptiness. That's okay. I will say that is one thing that Valheim has kind of revolutionized. I think we're going to start seeing it more now in games in the future. Is having like actual like quests and stuff to do in games. Because like the free-form survival thing, it is fun. But at the same time, I've been starting to become more aware of like, oh, I'm just kind of like pressing buttons. I'm not really doing something right. I might have gotten myself a little twisted up here. I think it's over this way. There it is. There it is. There it is. Might as well crank this apple down, I suppose. Wait, an apfil. Oh, are you guys not done? Maybe that's going to be the big difference between the primitive smelter and the advanced one. So I am going to pause it just so we can see what the finishing gets to look like. And then I'll be back in a moment. I'm not done yet, but just want to show you how like deep this I don't know, I guess this is kind of like goldenrod? Goldenrod? How deep this goldenrod is. And then I also saw there's like a pine biome over here, so I wanted to show you guys that there is some more biomes. Ooh, let's probably avoid the moose. That could go very badly, I would assume. The other animals haven't proven to be aggressive yet, but... Ooh! Timing. Oh, no, I can't see it in the deep grass either. Let's get into the regular biome, please. Help me, horses. Help me. It's so deep, man. It's crazy how deep that stuff is. Okay. I have to find out if they gave enemies standard aggro distance. It does seem like it stopped chasing us. All right, I'll be back once again. All right, it appears that our logs are done. Let's extinguish the fire before we reach in with our bare hands, because it seems like that might not go so well. Oops, never mind. Okay. Make me the iron pick. Then I also have some cotton. I might have to get like a loom or something to use that. So just to wrap things up, let's just see how well this pick here does. Then we'll call it an episode. 3 swings. Well, it seems pretty good. All right, we're all out of time for this episode, though. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, remember hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, hope you have a good day.